President Oshimbaja opens international conference on health access beyond COVID-19, thumbs up Nigeria's response to pandemic.
Want and what is possible. We have the men and women with the required expertise.
White House delegation meets Onyama on a day the world mourns Colin Powell. Also tonight, 2022 budget correspondent peeps into provisions for works and housing.
You also hear government is trying to borrow, and some people say don't borrow. Ask those people to find the alternative to the borrowing. Should we tax you more?
Hello and thank you for joining us on the NTA Network News. I am Kenan Ima Abodike. Joining us from Lagos studio tonight is Adeola Komi Akere. Welcome. We'll start on health matters as Vice President Yemi Osinbajo has described the COVID-19 pandemic as an eye-opener, saying despite infrastructural weaknesses, the nation has an experienced and robust public health system peopled by some of the best personnel anywhere in the world. The Vice President said this when declaring it open a three-day international conference on health access and socio-economic development beyond COVID-19, which is the first multi-sectoral approach to solution finding. State House correspondent Jide Onifade reports.
Before COVID-19, there was Ebola and other diseases like Lassa fever. The nation, as Vice President Yemi Osinbajo says, responded promptly and even prepared for the unseen by investing in developing health infrastructure. The nation can today boast of well-equipped laboratories and research centers with global recognition.
Our administration has established the healthcare sector intervention fund facility, which has disbursed about 76.98 billion, that's about $185 million, to finance the acquisition and installation of critical medical care equipment, as well as the expansion of production lines in various pharmaceutical companies across the country. The CBN is also supporting a number of research and development initiatives in the health sector.
The Vice President speaks on some contributions and achievements of the country to finding solutions to the pandemic and what is being done moving forward.
It's important to say that our healthcare system, a healthcare system of our dreams, just as I've said, is ahead of us. We know what we want and what is possible. We have the men and women with the required expertise. What we need is more diligent and focused management. And only recently, the President established the Healthcare Reform Committee, which I have the privilege of chairing. That may well be at least one of the vehicles for ensuring that we're able to get some of our dreams come true.
Previously, it has been each profession or discipline to its own tent, and that is the first wall that my team and I have decided to demolish in terms of generating new knowledge.
Jide Onifade, NTA News.
Nigeria and the United States of America are collaborating more on post-COVID-19 response in the areas of trade, defense, and strengthening the security sector. To this end, President Biden's high-level delegation is in Abuja to deepen talks on many social and economic areas of bilateral cooperation. Usman Aliyu reports.
Nigeria, a vital member of the Defeat ISIS coalition of the United States. That engagement and other partnerships make the U.S. government to hold Nigeria tight. The White House delegation, led by Jonathan Feiner, Deputy National Security Advisor of the United States, and other top U.S. government officials are here in Abuja to expand frontiers of diplomatic deals in many areas as the world recovers from the global pandemic.
Talked about the COVID situation, and in this context, the U.S. has been extremely generous and has just very recently, last week, provided again vaccines to Nigeria. I gave him an overview of the democratic process and election process here in Nigeria. We talked about good governance and corruption. We talked about the suspension of Twitter in Nigeria. Nigeria and the progress, how that is progressing.
There are no significant issues on our mutual agenda that can be addressed without working together, and so we are committed to continuing to do that. So thank
The engagement here is not all about long years of relations, but it explains significance of the two powerful nations in the global affairs. Usman Aliu, NTA News.
President Muhammadu Buhari felicitates with the Muslim Ummah, Nigerians of all faiths and the followers of Islam all over the world on the occasion of the Maulud on-Nabi, the birthday of the Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. In a message to mark the occasion, President Buhari says, "I am delighted to send greetings of peace, unity and goodwill to the Muslim Ummah, fellow citizens and Muslims all over the world, as they observe and celebrate Eid al-Maulud." The President urges Muslims to strive for forgiveness and closeness to the noble life and teachings of the Prophet, whose birthday is being marked on this blessed day. On this auspicious occasion, I wish you all the blessings of today. He uses the occasion to give a snapshot of the increased activities the armed forces, police force and intelligence agencies have embarked upon to effectively respond to the security challenges in the nation. Meanwhile, the President of the Senate, Ahmad Lawan, has congratulated the Muslim Ummah on the occasion of the Eid al-Maulud, which commemorates the birth of Holy Prophet Muhammad. In a statement by the Special Advisor to the President of the Senate on Media and Publicity, Ola Awoniyi, Senator Lawan said the occasion should remind Muslims and all people of faith of the virtues of peaceful coexistence, love and tolerance as taught and lived by the Holy Prophet. He observed that Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, set clear examples through his life of piety and fervent worship of Allah for all true Muslims to emulate at all times, a virtue that Nigeria needs now. Senator Lawan noted that federal government and the National Assembly will continue to work assiduously to create the enabling environment for peaceful coexistence and prosperity in Nigeria. He urged Nigerians to continue to observe COVID-19 health protocols, support and continue to pray for law enforcement and security officers. The leadership of the Christian Association of Nigeria, CAN, felicitates with the Nigerian Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs and all Muslims in the country on the occasion of this year's Eid al-Maulud, which marks the birthday of Prophet Muhammad. A statement signed by Joseph Bade Daramola, CAN's General Secretary, says the umbrella body of Christians in Nigeria also felicitates with His Eminence Muhammad Sa'ad Abubakar, the Sultan of Sokoto, the Sultanate Council and all Muslim leaders on the occasion of the Muslim festival. CAN urges Muslim faithful to use the occasion to pray for national peace and unity, as well as economic growth and development of the nation. Now, the Federal Road Safety Corps has called on the motoring public and other road users to avoid reckless driving, exhibit more patience and resist the temptation to violate stipulated speed limits on all roads in the country. The call comes as part of sensitization programs targeted at reinforcing and consolidating existing efforts and strategies of the Corps to ensure a safer motoring environment in the forthcoming 2021 Eid al-Maulud celebration. A statement for the Corps Public Education Office says the Corps Marshal, while celebrating the season with Muslim faithfuls, reveals that a crash-free mobility is a possibility in our nation, and the principal road use attributes that could lead to zero crashes on our roads is discipline and absolute compliance with established traffic rules and regulations. According to him, a disciplined driver saves lives. Governor Aminu Waziri Tambuwal has requested for more deployment of forces and resources to facilitate the fight against banditry in Sokoto State. The governor made the request while receiving the chief of the army staff who paid him a visit in Sokoto. Dalhatu Abdullahi reports.
The visit of the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Faruku Yahya, to Sokoto State is part of tour of military formations and the troops in operations across the country. While noting that criminals are within the communities, Lieutenant General Faruku Yahaya believed that interacting well between the security operatives and the public can provide opportunities for addressing all forms of criminalities in the country.
The only thing you hear is the one they escape and succeed in doing. Several others that we have foiled, several others that we have killed, several others that we have apprehended before they conduct their nefarious act, nobody will know.
Governor Aminu Waziri Tambol said the increase in the threats of insecurity in some parts of Sokoto State is due to the pressure of the ongoing military operations in Zamfara State, banditry activities in Katsina, Niger, and other parts of the Northwest region.
But we also continue to request from you more presence, more and more presence of security personnel, more resources.
Governor Aminu Waziri Tambol pledged sustained support to the army and other security operatives to enable them succeed in their constitutional responsibilities. In Sokoto, Dalatu Abdullahi, NTA News.
Still on security matters, Governor Samuel Otom has appealed to people of Aguilar in Ado local government area of Benue State and those of Umbo in Ebonyi State to sheath their swords and allow peace to reign in their communities. The governor made the appeal while reacting to the report of 9 Aguilar persons allegedly missing on crossing to Ebonyi recently. Charles Abba reports.
The age-long communal crisis between the people of Aguilar in Benue State and those of Umbo in Ebonyi has claimed many lives and destroyed valuable property. The latest is the alleged missing of 9 Aguilar persons on crossing to Ebonyi, as declared by the council chairman of Ado. Governor Samuel Otom said the crisis between the two communities has lasted for too long and submitted that to end the squabble, Benue people residing in Ebonyi should pay allegiance to the state. Those of Ebonyi in Benue State should do same.
Boundaries are meant for administrative convenience. It is not meant to divide the people. It is not meant to kill the people. It is not meant to create crisis between the people. So all these things can be resolved. Even if you fight and kill at the end, you will require to sit down and discuss before you resolve such crisis. So for me, let us sheath our sword and be our brother's keepers.
In Makudi, Charles Abba, NTA News.
You're watching the NTA News at 9. We'll take some messages. The news continues shortly. Do stay with the NTA.
Mr. Kaku like to Kaku. Every day must do Kaku. Yeah. If you want me, go Kaku. If you want save me, go Kaku. Every time he like to reason. Even free things he go bad easy. Chloe is there for you in every season. You don't have to over easy. Glove, better get that. Glove, oh that better. Glove, better get that. Glove, oh that better. Glove, better get that.
You don't have to be a Mr. Kaku when it comes to data. Get a Glow MiFi for 12,000 Naira and get up to 60 gigabytes data free.
I am more than just an idea. I am alive, connected. I am part of an ecosystem, creating connections within an interactive and sustainable city. I am intentional about excellence, integrity, and efficiency. I am invested in building a sustainable future. I am committed to strategic partnerships and collaborations. I can be tough, and I can be tender. I take pride in delivering high standards. While there may be others, I am in a league of my own. I am more than just an idea. I am beloved. Who are you?
What's the difference between regular data and MTN data? I'll show you. With regular data, you get this. But with MTN data, you get moved right into the action like this. And this. And this. And this. With MTN data, you don't just get more, you experience more. Need loads of data to live your dream? Turn it up on MTN, the reliable data network.
The federal government, through NPHCDA, commenced Phase 2 vaccination of all persons 18 years and above with safe and effective COVID-19 vaccines approved by WHO and certified by NAFDAC. Special arrangement has been made for staff, their dependents and retirees of ministries, departments and agencies of government, private corporate organizations and non-governmental organizations. To benefit from this special arrangement, visit www.nphcda.gov.ng/corporate vaccination/ to obtain, fill and submit the Google form. NPHCDA will contact you within 48 hours. Protect yourself, your family and your workplace against COVID-19. COVID-19 vaccines are free, safe and effective. For further inquiries, call 0700-220-1122 or send a mail to covid19.vaccination@nphcda.gov.ng. This message is from the National Primary Healthcare Development Agency.
The President, Nigerian Institute of Architects, Architect Sonny S.T. Echomo, on behalf of the Institute, announces the recipients of the Architecture Annual Awards 2021 in the following categories: Distinguished Service Awards, His Excellency Senator Ahmed Lawan, President of the Senate; His Excellency Nasir Ahmed El Rufai, Governor, Kaduna State; His Excellency Architect Darius Dixon Ishaku, Governor, Taraba State. Honorary Fellows include Patrons of Architecture, Media Awards for Nigerian Television Authority and Channels Television. The following will also be inducted as Fellows of the Institute. Date, Wednesday, 20th October 2021. Venue, International Conference Center, Abuja. Time, 6 p.m. prompt. Architect Moradeke Okunriboye, Honorary General Secretary, Announcer.
Dear customer, link your Airtel number to your national identification number today. Here are easy ways you can do it. Dial *121*1# on your Airtel line and follow the prompts on the screen. Type in your 11-digit government-approved NIN number. You will receive a confirmation message to confirm your entry. You can also visit www.airtel.com.ng/NIN to link your phone number to your NIN. If you do not know your NIN, simply dial *346# to get it. No stress, no wahala.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
Welcome back. In a bid to tame the tides of crisis in Nigeria, strategic communication and corporate governance are resonating as critical tools in containing rising tension and shaping the mindset of Nigerians towards a politically stable environment. This dominated a high-level engagement by the National Institute for Security Studies and the key partners on crisis management and sustainable development. Abubakar Usman Akwanga reports.
Imaging Nigeria's future towards a stable security architecture is eliciting answers on the best way to go, with experts' opinion on the front burner.
For security to be impactful, to be felt, what you suggest to the security managers must be implemented. Otherwise, there will be insecurity.
And into respect into the possibility of overcoming the security challenge that is overwhelming parts of the country, strategic communication in governance is shaping a new path.
Nigeria is destined to lead our race in the world, not just in Africa, in the world.
So Nigerians therefore must recognize that responsibility and work towards achieving it.
Director General Nigerian Television Authority Yakubu Ibn Mohammed represented and other discussants urged their positions on effective media as panacea for peace and national integration.
Media practitioners are already trained. They are trained to be agenda setters. They are trained to know the target audience. They are trained to know the information that is important for you, that is not important for you at a particular time.
Religious leaders and other academic scholars say Nigerians must begin to act right to avoid breakdown of law and order and the surge of casualties in the face of unrest. In Abuja, Abubakar Usman Akwanga, NTA News.
Let's go to judicial matters now, as the Independent Investigation Panel on allegations of human rights violations by the defunct SARS, sitting at the National Human Rights Commission in Abuja, has resumed sitting with complainants seeking relief for extrajudicial killings and various acts of torture, inhuman and degrading treatment meted out on victims. Judiciary correspondent Vera Chingoba reports that 8 cases were heard by the panel.
Which started last in March this year, had concluded 55 complaints, while 75 are at different stages of progress. The 11-member panel, chaired by Justice Suleiman Galadima, listened to final written and brief oral addresses by parties in 8 petitions, which were adjourned for the panel's report. In the case of alleged killing of Angela Guetu, counsel for the commission, Chino Obiago, SAN, told the panel that Inspector Benjamin Peters, one of the respondents in the alleged murder of Angela Guetu, is already being prosecuted by the police, and that has not been controverted. Respondent counsel Fidelis Ogobe, however, informed the panel that the matter for which a 250,000 naira compensation is being sought by the complainant is currently pending before the FCT High Court. Complainant counsel Wadundi Oko quickly reminded Ogobe that the panel is human rights sitting and not criminal proceedings on account of his submission. The case of late Daniel Agoro was adjourned due to absence of both complainant and the counsel, while police counsel was asked to file response in the case of late Ifeoma Abugu, a victim of alleged extrajudicial killing. In Abuja, Vera Chinwoba, NTA News.
Abanika Taye, a basic technology and technical drawing teacher at James Hope College in Delta State, has emerged the 2021 Multina Teacher of the Year. For the emerging winner of the 7th edition of the award, Abanika will receive a cash prize of 6.5 million naira and other mouth-watering prizes. Imolayo Tokade Ogunfora has details.
Abanika will also have the privilege to be part of an all-expense-paid capacity development training abroad, while a fully equipped computer laboratory of 6 classroom blocks worth 20 million naira will be built for a school in his honor by the fund.
I, in my own capacity, need to reciprocate that kind gesture by ensuring that I also give back.
Isaac Pev, a teacher from Taraba State, emerged the first runner-up, winning a total of 1.5 million naira, while Margaret Offerdom, a teacher from the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, emerged as second runner-up with a prize of 1,250,000 naira. Other 33 teachers who emerged as state champions were also rewarded with a sum of 500,000 naira each. The Managing Director, Chief Executive Officer, Nigerian Breweries PLC, stated that since the commencement of the award in 2015, more than 148 teachers have been recognized across the country.
Through this trust fund, we have constructed and furnished over 417 classrooms, libraries, and sanitary facilities in 74 communities across the country.
Out of the 1,085 entries received, 843 entries were valid, and this is the second highest number of valid entries we have received since the start of the competition in 2015.
As we celebrate our exceptional teachers today, I urge all of us to continue to motivate our teachers to inspire our young ones and to reach further.
Since its inception, the Maltina Teacher of the Year initiative has produced 7 grand winners, which is in line with the company's corporate mission of winning with Nigeria. In Lagos, Imole Ayotokide Ogunfowora, NTA News.
In another development, Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu and Nasarawa State Governor Abdullahi Sule have won the 2020 Zik Prize of Leadership and Good Governance. Chairman of the Selection Committee, Professor Pat Otomi, announced this at a media briefing in Lagos.
Governor Sanwo-Olu was honored with the Zik Prize in Good Governance in recognition of his strong commitment to transforming Lagos State into a mega city, while his Nasarawa counterpart, Abdullahi Sule, clinched the Entrepreneurial Skill Development Prize. Chairman of the Selection Committee explained that the governors were chosen for their immense contribution to the development of their various states.
In just 2 years, he has quietly brought back Lagos State as the center of excellence. The multi-sectoral achievements of his administration has revealed a very strong commitment.
Former Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Senator Aim Pius Aim, and Minister of State for Health, Senator Olurunbi Mamora, were both honored for political leadership. President of the African Development Bank Group, Akinwumi Adesina, Group Managing Director, NNPC, Mele Kyari, and Director General, NIMASA, Bashir Jamo, received awards for their achievements in public service. Others are Group Managing Director of First Bank Nigeria Holdings PLC, Mr. UK Eke, former Managing Director, Nigerian Sovereign Investment Authority, Mr. Uche Oji, won in the Professional Leadership category, while former First Lady of Akwa Ibom State, Mrs. Ekaite Akpabio, received the Humanitarian Leadership Award.
We fully understand this and thus remain committed to the venture of encouraging and nurturing the most beneficial leadership.
The Zik Prize in Leadership Award scheme, which started in 1995, has evolved to become one of Africa's most respected award schemes. The formal presentation will take place on the 7th of November 2021 at Eco Hotel and Suites. Ruth Ariel Samuel, NTA News.
President Buhari has issued a stern warning to bandits, saying that the clock of their ultimate destruction is ticking as they will no longer have a place to hide. Reacting to the killing of more than 30 people in Goronyo, Sokoto State by suspected bandits, President Buhari said the days of the bandits are indeed numbered, as capabilities of the nation's armed forces are being boosted by the acquisition and deployment of advanced equipment. In a statement by Senior Special Assistant on Media and Publicity, Garba Shehu, the president says the bandits are living in a fool's paradise of invincibility, but the reality will soon dawn on them harder than ever before. Appealing to Nigerians not to despair, President Buhari says the cowardly attacks on innocent people by the bandits shows a rear guard action of criminals under pressure, but they will have no place to hide as the gallant security forces will not relent in a current offensive to defeat these callous enemies of humanity. We'll take you to Lagos now for more reports. Adeola will be our guide. Good to see you, Adeola.
In the spirit of the Independence Day celebrations, Duffield Prima Foods PLC, manufacturers of Indomie noodles, have celebrated 3 young Nigerians who have demonstrated social, physical, and intellectual bravery to win the 2021 Indomie Independence Day Awards. Awards. Amaka O captured the event held in Lagos.
As part of its corporate social responsibility and efforts to showcase itself as a corporate citizen, Duffield Prima Foods plc, makers of Indomie noodles, has continued to honor the younger generation. So far since year 2008, over 42 young Nigerians have been awarded and inducted into the Indomie Hall of Fame.
Empowering children helps them believe their strength can flourish and that they can survive inevitable setbacks and failures.
As a brand, we'll continue to recognize and celebrate Nigerian children that have distinguished themselves in all facets of life.
Meet winners of the 2021 Indomie Noodles Independence Day Awards. 14-year-old Favor Sunday won the Social Bravery Award. Elijah Daniel is another champion. Against all odds, he saved the life of his sister and sustained injuries in his heroic act. 12-year-old Joshua Abola, one of the youngest system programmers in the country. He created softwares for the visually impaired. He clinched the Intellectual Bravery Award.
I feel happy and I appreciate it. If your parents just find out their skills, their opportunities, and bring it to children, they'll be able to make a hold of it.
Honorary donations were given to frontline health workers like Dr. Iyorin Akase and others who risked their lives caring for the sick during the pandemic. And posthumous award of foremost youth icon was presented to the late musician Olarewaju Fasasi, popularly known as Sound Sultan. As part of its vision, Indomie noodles have continued to impact the life of the Nigerian child. In Lagos, Amaka O, NTA News.
Determined to live up to its dream and expectations, Chi Limited, makers of Chivita fruit juice and Hollandia range of products, has celebrated its 2021 Juice Day in Lagos with varieties of juice and better education about fruit juice. Annie Daniels reports that it was celebrated physically and virtually.
Established about 40 years ago, management of Chi Limited says the company has remained top in fruit juice production in the country.
Nigerians take approximately 2 liters of fruit juices a year versus the global average of 20 liters a year. So there is a big deficit there.
To further educate consumers on the benefits of consuming fruit juice, especially as it concerns maintaining a healthy lifestyle, these health and wellness experts are here to do just that as the company celebrates its 2021 Chivita World Juice Day.
Now that they have come up with the fruit juices, it means having the fruit in liquid form, so it's easier for people to drink it as part of their meals or in between meals, and thereby meeting the daily recommendation of the 5 fruits and vegetable servings per day.
There are a lot of packs, flavors and innovations that we keep coming up with. So wherever you are, there is a Chivita for you. So I think with this initiative, I'm very confident, and we will further drive this conversation with the consumers.
Nobody can sustain with one. So you have to look at different things which will help you to keep yourself nourished and you are happy.
No matter your age, status, location or need, Chi Limited says there is an affordable Chivita fruit juice for you.
There's, of course, the premium Chivita 100%. There is Chivita Active. There is Chi Exotic. There's Happy Hour by Chivita. And, of course, we have Chivita Iced Tea. And we have our products in different pack sizes. There's the 1 liter pack. We have some in 500 ml, 315 ml, 180 ml, 150 ml. And, of course, we have the small pouch sizes.
Chi Limited promises consumers of Chivita fruit juice an unending fun and wellness all year round. In Lagos, Annie Daniels, NTA News.
And so we're done from Lagos. The news will continue after this break in Abuja with Kenny.
I remember then, when they asked me, oh, what do you want to do in future? I always say I want to be a newscaster.
There are a lot of times I've told Trust that I don't believe you can't see.
Trust is always ready to do something extra. He's always coming out to say, can I do a bit more? My mind was, where would this stop? How can I be going with a blind child from this age? How will I cope? He will always come to me, Mommy, I know I can't see, but don't bother, Mommy.
My wife now said, let him just go to village and relax. As they were going, he had accident. And the one that Trust was following, I lost the boy in the accident. When the scholarship came, it's as if they put water on a dry pot. That's how our joy was bubbling. If not, I don't know whether Trust could have graduated with his colleagues.
Life is a journey. You have to make that journey work.
Join over 700,000 satisfied members and enjoy the premium experience at our offices across the 36 states in Nigeria, including the FCT. Call 094615-700 to 704 to make the switch today. Premium pension. Active today, premium tomorrow.
Each journey has its purpose and tells a story. We are here to redefine yours. At Ibom Air, we are poised to bring game-changing, innovative services to you because our people are passionate, our partners are committed, and our energy is high. Fly Ibom Air to experience schedule reliability, on-time departures, and excellent services. Ibom Air, new experience.
We've had many battles, we have won some wars, but in all our struggles, we have lost loved ones. It may be cloudy outside, but not for very long. We will surely see the sun, 'cause we know no matter the weather, no matter the tide, we go there together. We stand by your side. No yawa, no problem. Go fit stand to fight us. We go stand together. We go beat them down.
When you wake up in the morning, before you start your day, breakfast time is Kellogg's time. For work and for play, for a great start to your day, breakfast time is Kellogg's time.
We always start our day with a nourishing Kellogg's breakfast, powered with the goodness of grains and 11 essential vitamins and minerals.
Is available in 90 naira only, with 10% extra inside.
Don't let anything stop you being active. But when headache strikes, I always trust Sudress headache and fever. For body pain, trust Sudress joint and muscle pain.
Sudrex, effective medicine for headache and pain relief. Entrusted for more than 20 years.
Sudrex, overcome pain challenge, win your day.
Once upon a time, an idea was born. It grew into one institution with a master plan. Since 1989, IBTC has evolved to become Stanbic IBTC, setting the base as one of the first holding companies in Nigeria. Over the years, we've expanded beyond banking to owning formidable business subsidiaries across 10 industries, all backed up with AAA Fitch rating. With over 4,000 employees, our presence across the country is further strengthened by our efficient network of digital channels. Our dedication to the Nigerian dream has granted us recognition 44 times by 18 awarding bodies in 6 sectors. We are proud to be champions of exponential trade finance through our partnership with the largest bank in the world, facilitated across 22 sectors. Nigeria is our home, and we are committed to driving her growth. So whatever your dream is, we believe it can be.
Thank you for staying with us on the NTA Network News. Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, says e-Naira will be available to Nigerians without internet-enabled phones as investors lose 153.1 billion naira to open the week in the capital market. Let's join Musa Abubakar for details on business news.
Thank you, Kenneth. Well, let's begin with digital currency. The Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, says the e-Naira will be available to Nigerians without internet-enabled phones. The CBN disclosed this in a document titled Design Paper for the e-Naira. It said maximizing the value and use cases of the e-Naira will depend largely on devices with internet capabilities, but emphasized that the bank factor in the need for inclusiveness as part of the core design principle of the e-Naira. This principle has enabled the bank to focus on simplicity and ease of use, ensuring that Nigerians without internet-enabled phones can access the service. And now to stock market. The equities market closed negative to begin the week on a bearish note. The all-share index declined 0.71% at 41,144.67 basis point. 338.7 million shares worth 4.05 billion naira exchange hands in 5,866 deals, and equity capitalization at 21.4 trillion naira. FBN Holdings, Access Bank, and Transcorp are the most traded shares at the close of trading. That's business news. It's back to you, Kenneth.
Thank you very much, Musa. About 480 billion naira has been appropriated to the Federal Ministry of Works and Housing in the 2022 appropriation bill. This is expected to consolidate the ongoing reconstruction and rehabilitation of critical infrastructure, as well as building new ones. Abdullahi Mohammed has a summary of the allocation to some of the projects.
Some critical infrastructure undergoing reconstruction, as well as highways linking regions, cities, towns and villages like Lagos Ibadan, Kaduna Kano, Kano Maiduguri highways are close to completion and delivery. Many more projects like the Inform Bridge, an important international crossing, as well as the Ikam Bridge, all in Cross River State, awaits presidential inauguration to open for traffic. The appropriation of about 482 billion naira to the Ministry of Works and Housing is no doubt agrees to the wheels of sustenance of the ongoing projects and building blocks of the new ones. In Kwara State, Offa Bypass will gulp a billion naira. Nasarawa Local Road gates 500 million naira. 2 bridges in Baro, Niger State, and Jamaica in Adamawa State are to be constructed, costing 3.8 billion naira. Another bridge across Eba to Cheche in Niger State also gets a lifeline of 400 million naira. Ongoing works on Kano Maiduguri Section 1 with Dil Shuarin is to get 350 million naira for consolidation. So also dualization of Sapele, Ewu in Delta State taking 300 million naira from the appropriation. Rehabilitation of Nguru, Gashua Road secures 700 million naira, while construction of Ihiala Olu Umuduru Road, as well as completion of Spur in Iseke Town, Amafwo in Anambra State, gets 700 million naira. The Minister of Works and Housing says keeping men and machines at various project sites across the country with many works at an advanced level justifies the funding options.
So when you also hear government is trying to borrow and some people say don't borrow, ask those people to find the alternative to the borrowing. Should we tax you more? Hello? So should we abandon the road? So we have to fix the road. And so that's why I tell some of those analysts, I say, what you are talking about is home economics. What we are dealing with here is public finance.
The interesting thing is that once you are able to put in the road corridor, you can rest assured that the value of land will go up, economic activities will go up.
The ministry says the allocation goes to the arteries of all the ongoing and new projects. In Abuja, Abdullah Mohammed, NTA News.
President Muhammadu Buhari warmly felicitates with businesswoman and politician Chief Bewaji Kuku on her 75th birthday, October 19, 2021, joining members of All Progressives Congress APC in celebrating with the party stalwart, whose contributions to national development remain commendable. In a statement, President Buhari notes the efforts and sacrifices of the politician in pushing for more participation of women in politics and governance by actively staying in the front line, including serving as member of Policy, Research and Strategy Directorate of the APC Presidential Council in 2015. President Buhari congratulates the party chieftain on her courage and foresight in setting up and managing businesses over many years and supporting the government efforts in stimulating the economy by growing small and medium enterprises, SMEs. He prays for good health and prosperity of Chief Kuku. Nigerian youths have been advised to remain resolute in their quest for unity and peace in the country. The Director General, NTA, Malam Yakubu Ibn Mohammed, gave the advice in his message at the 2021 National Youth Peace Summit in Oshobo. Joshua Ogunjide reports.
From the north, south, east and west, Nigerian youths in their hundreds gathered in Oshobo for this year's edition of the National Youth Peace Summit, the fourth in the series, with the theme paving the way for a non-violent Nigeria. The summit and living the consciousness of the youth towards greater responsibilities of nation building and as leaders in their rights.
We want violence-free country, and I believe through the instrumentality of this association, this organization, we will be expecting handshake across the Niger
to take peace as one of the important tools to stabilize our nation at this critical period. The Director General, NTA, Malam Yakubu Ibn Mohammed, encouraged the Nigerian youth in general to take full advantage of the Not Too Young to Run bill already signed into law.
As youths are charging to show no forms of violence and focus on virtues that will endear you to the hearts of not just leaders of today, but the entire masses.
If you want the world to be great, if you want peace in the world, let us create peace in our youth.
Together, remind ourselves as a young Nigeria, because the country belongs to us.
The week-long summit will end on Friday. Joshua Ogre, NT News.
More messages. We'll be right back. Do stay.
Give your kids winning energy. Milo Active Go. With the goodness of malt, milk, and cocoa, helps them make the most of every day. Milo, the energy to go further.
Trust the Center Fresh Liquid Food Gum to refresh your confidence instantly. Center Fresh Liquid Food Gum. Trust the freshness.
Confidence is important in life's little moments. Strong teeth can help, even if they get her into trouble sometimes. A great smile is useful to break the ice, and making friends is easier when you know you have fresh breath. I give my family confidence with Pepsodent Triple Protection 123. Its antibacterial action formula gives them cavity protection, white teeth, and fresh breath. The confidence of 3 toothpaste in 1. Pepsodent Triple Protection 123.
Whoa, how hot is she? Very hot. Pick me, just pick me, baby. Come pick me, girl. Man, I'm all ready for you.
So tasty.
He's so lucky.
Mini-Me, taste the fun.
When times are tough, we know that as a mother, one thing you should never compromise on is your family's oral health, because they deserve the best. Oral-B, all-round protection. Its great value, it protects your mouth from harmful bacteria and also protects you against tooth holes and gum problems which can lead to tooth loss. It strengthens your family's teeth and gives them all-round protection. So remember, protect their future. Oral-B for healthier, stronger teeth in just 1 week.
Guess what?
What?
I scored a hat trick today.
Cool.
Wow.
And how did you celebrate?
Just do your hands like this.
And hold your nose like this.
Body odor is caused by germs. That's why you need the new improved Dettol Cool Soap, which protects against 99.9% odor-causing germs with an extra burst of menthol freshness. Dettol, be 100% sure.
Take this, Mom. You will need it.
My tongue is craving something. Wonders what it is. Twisco. That's my favorite.
Twisco chocolate drink powder is a unique blend of cocoa, milk, and malt fortified with Enofort, a special blend of vitamins and minerals that helps give kids the vitality they need for an action-packed day.
Mommy, let me go.
Twisco, power your dream.
With my pregnancy, I started looking for the best of everything for my baby. When I met Morphix Newborn, I said, this is the diaper I'm looking for. The formula of happiness for me is Morphix Newborn. There are no harmful substances in Morphix. I feel very comfortable while my baby sleeps peacefully. With its special umbilical cord and soft upper surface. Come on, mothers, try Morphix Newborn and join our happiness movement.
For those wondering why Schweppes changes look, experience tells us. Change is inevitable. Schweppes, made with over 200 years of experience.
We don't like to eat better. More nutritious meals, more veggies. But we want it tasty and easy too. No cubes. That's the secret. Made with real ingredients like chicken, parsley, and garlic. And enriched with iron, so your meals are better for you. And more delicious too. That's the cocoa. Let's give it some accolades. Change your world by changing what's on your plate.
Not all washing powders are the same. Sunlight adds bursts of freshness to cleaning power to give you Sunlight 2-in-1 for sensational cleaning and freshness that lasts. Sunlight 2-in-1, sensational cleaning with burst after burst of freshness. Introducing Sunlight with luxurious oud fragrance.
Former U.S. Secretary of State Colin Powell has died of COVID-19 complications despite being fully vaccinated. Adebola Bruskeland Sunday takes a look at the man described as one of the finest Americans never to be president.
The son of Jamaican immigrants who rose to become the first black U.S. Secretary of State and top military officer, Colin Powell, died at the age of 84. Born in New York City on April 5, 1937, Powell was raised in South Bronx neighborhood, the son of a shipping clerk and seamstress from Jamaica who arrived America in 1920 aboard a banana boat, a United Fruit Company steamer. Reports from his family members hazard that he died of complications from coronavirus, despite being fully vaccinated against the virus. Paul was one of America's foremost black figures. For decades, he was named to senior posts by 3 Republican presidents and reached the top of the U.S. military as it was regaining its vigor after the trauma of the Vietnam War. Powell, who was wounded in Vietnam, served as U.S. National Secretary Advisor under President Ronald Reagan from 1987 to 1989. As a 4-star Army general, he was chairman of the military's Joint Chief of Staff under President George Bush during the 1991 Gulf War, in which U.S.-led forces expelled Iraqi troops from neighboring Kuwait. Mr. Powell, a moderate Republican who broke with his party to endorse Barack Obama in 2008, became a trusted military advisor to a number of leading U.S. politicians. Colin Powell, who died at the age of 84, married his wife Alma in 1962. They had 3 children, including Michael Powell, who served as U.S. Federal Communication Commission chairman under George Bush. Adebola Brooksland Sunday, NTA News.
The death has occurred of Adamo Danko Makama on Friday, 15th October 2021. He was aged 97. A community leader, philanthropist, and bridge builder, late Makama is survived by a sister, 8 children, amongst whom is the former chairman, National Population Commission, Chief Samila Danko Makama CON, many grandchildren and great-grandchildren. Adio Babao, as he is fondly called. Funeral arrangements announced by the family says body leaves Cochin Hospital and Rehabilitation Center, Sabonlai Mangur at 8:30 a.m. on Saturday, 23rd October 2021. Funeral service at Cochin Majamiar Al-Masihu RCC Genderi. Final interment at family compound Genderi Mangur Recruitment Area of Plateau State. Let's take a look at tomorrow's weather prospect.
Join us. The rains we've been observing over the north are the last batch of rains before